risky behavior.
The views and opinions expressed on this channel are solely those of the host and guest and are intended for entertainment and discussion purposes only. This channel does not promote bias, hatred, or discrimination of any kind. All questions posed and thoughts shared are part of a critical thinking exercise and are not meant to offend or judge any individual or group. We encourage respectful dialogue and love for all. Please remember to think critically and engage thoughtfully. We aim to foster a positive and inclusive community where everyone feels welcome. Thank you for being a part of Risky Behavior ENT.
Risky behavior.
Yo. What is up? Welcome back to Risky Behavior ENT. I am your humble host, Mr. Diabolical himself. Today I want to take a break from talking about politics and true crime, and I want to talk about relationships. So this is not going to be a part of the Diabolical series. Instead, this is going to be a part of the what I call Risky Quickie series. Is where I talk about relationships and dating. Today's topic slash title is going to be single moms and dating dilemmas, unfair burdens, or hidden blessings. So as you can probably guess, I'm going to be talking from 2 points of views. In this conversation, we're going to be talking about dating single moms. During this show, I'm going to play 2 roles. So I'm not just diabolical today or tonight whenever you're watching this. Or listening to this. I'm not just one diabolical. I'm going to be diabolical A and diabolical B. Diabolical A is going to be the skeptic. I'm going to offer some pushback as to why a man wouldn't want to date a single mom. And then diabolical B is going to be the empath, where I will offer, some benefits or why it's not so bad to date a single mom. And I'm going to have 4 segments to this show. Segment 1 is going to be the burden argument. Segment 2 is going to be the strategic upside. Segment 3 is going to be cultural narratives and media myths. And then segment 4 is going to be audience question and real talk. And then at the end, I will give my final thoughts. For each one of these segments, I have a video ready. If you're looking at your screen, I know that you see that I have one video already up and ready to go. So 4 videos, 4 segments at the end, final thoughts. Why I'm talking about this, I spend a lot of time. I got an addiction, y'all, and it's called Clubhouse. And whenever I'm on Clubhouse, I'm telling you, we live in a world where people act like they don't want to get married no more. People act like they don't believe in love no more, but damn it, they talk about it every day, all day. And one of the reoccurring themes is single moms. People say that they're a problem when it comes to dating. Men express that it's an issue. I mean, they bring them up all the time anyway. Even when we're not talking about dating, we're just talking about what's wrong with the community. People say single motherhood. And I say, you know what? I usually don't like to talk about single moms because to me, it's not an issue. I usually go with it's the same way when the guys talk about women who wear weave and makeup. There's women who don't wear weave and makeup. So just don't date them. Date the women that you like. You don't want to date a single mom, don't date a single mom. But you know what they say? They push back and they say, well, all of them are single moms. All of them are wearing weave and makeup. Right? So, anywho, not to hold anybody up. Let's just go ahead and jump into this conversation. So, I'm gonna set the stage. And I'm going to start off as diabolical A, which is the skeptic. I want to welcome you back to another Risky Quickie where I will decode dating dynamics with empathy, wit, and a bit of righteous fire. On today's episode, a spicy one, we're diving into the world of single mothers and dating. Specifically, the tension men feel when they're expected to accept responsibility for children they did not create. But we're not stopping there. We'll also explore the upside. What if dating a single mom is actually a strategic win? Especially for men with kids, because, we all know there's a difference. Now, let's start with some numbers. According to the Pew Research, over 18.5 million children in the U.S. live with a single parent, and the vast majority of those are single mothers. Meanwhile, a 2020 Pew study found that nearly half of U.S. adults say dating has gotten harder in the last decade. And when it comes to dating single moms, the data's mixed. A 2023 survey by Wealthy Single Mommy found that 63% of men said they date a single mom, but only 28% said they pursue a long-term relationship. So, I guess the other part of that, they just want to hit it and quit it. Pump and dump. So, yeah, that's the tension. Okay. Now, before I start the video, I'm going to go ahead and go into my first segment, which is the burden argument. And as Diabolical A, the skeptic, I have to say, let's be real. A lot of men feel like dating a single mom means inheriting emotional, financial, and logistical responsibilities they didn't sign up for. You're not just dating her, you're stepping into a family system. That's a lot. And as Diabolical B, the empath, I would have to say, true. But let's interrogate that. Is it a burden, or is it a fear of being held accountable in a system that's already stretched? Because single moms aren't asking for saviors. They're asking for partners who understand complexity. And as Diabolical A, I would say, but complexity isn't sexy on a dating profile. It's not. Let's say I'm 35, no kids, and I meet a woman with 2. I'm now expected to be emotionally available, financially considerate, and possibly a role model. That's not casual dating. That's onboarding into a life. And as Diabolical B, I would respond, and yet, isn't that what mature love looks like? If you're dating for depth, not dopamine, then complexity is the price of admission. Plus, let's not forget, single moms often have clarity, resilience, and emotional intelligence that's earned, not theorized. And we're going to go ahead and jump into this video from Kendra G Singles live show. It's called, the title of this video is "This Was a Lot." Mom to 5 wants a man on her level. But everything shifted at the 9 minutes and 31 second minute mark. Okay. Let's see.
All right, baby. Renee, where you calling me
sorry
from?
about that. I'm at the mall because I was trying to come out to have fun at the game tonight, but I got stuck in the car listening to the show.
Okay. So you didn't even leave the car yet?
No, I've been watching the whole time.
All right. All new and improved Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Renee, well, I appreciate it. We got to move fast because I got to go to the members only show. So how old are you, boo?
39.
39, and where you calling from?
I just put everything in the chat when you were talking to the guy because they kept saying you should match us together, but I don't think so.
I should match you. You called me before?
You hung up when I had the light off.
Oh, so you were just in the car a second ago. Okay, no, I'm going to talk to you directly right now. You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Renee, 39, where you live?
Maryland.
And do you have any children?
Yes, I have five.
Really? How old are your 5 kids?
24, 21, 14, 12, and 8.
21, 14, 12. What is it again?
14, 12, and 8.
14, 12, and 8. Okay. Oh, 24 too?
Yes.
So 24, 21, 14, 12, and 8.
Yep.
All by the same man?
No.
How many men?
So my oldest two are from my ex-husband, and then I had a crazy situation, and I had 2 more, and then 1 more.
How many men, babies, girls, do you have kids by?
3.
3. And you was married once?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you do for a living?
It's all.
I think that's another part of it that raises an issue. I think it's okay if you're dating someone that's a single mom, right, and they have children. That can be an issue, but I think you add on to the issue when you have those children with multiple men, because those are extra people that you have to figure out, like, am I going to get along with them? What kind of men are these? Are they involved in the children's life? To what extent? You see what I'm saying? That's another thing people have to think about when you're dating someone with kids. How many people do they have these children with? Because you got to also deal with those people, unless they're just totally out of the picture.
Software engineer for a telehealth company, and I also DJ full time, and I'm also now a pastor.
Woo! So you a software engineer, a DJ, and a pastor?
Yes.
How long you been a pastor for?
For the past about this past summer was really crazy. I got baptized twice, and then
Girl, hold on. You don't answer no question I ask you directly.
not
How long you been a pastor for?
It's been since June, so 6-7 months.
Okay. All right. So, and what's your zodiac sign, Renee?
So we having communication issues already, not answering direct questions directly.
Scorpio.
All right, let's do it. We got Renee, 39, Scorpio, Maryland, Monta 5, 5'3" men, was married once. She's a software engineer, a DJ, and a pastor. Are you a gospel DJ?
And an author. I just actually put a book out. It's on kdp.com.
Okay.
It's called.
You got an author. Are you a gospel DJ?
Yes.
Okay.
Gospel go-go. I have some songs out that I wrote, and I'm about to start touring. I have the book signing coming up.
Okay, we're not promoting. We're not going to promote the book again.
No. I'm just saying it's coming out. It's not out yet, but it's coming out.
Okay, Renee, what kind of man are you looking for, honey?
I want somebody that's on my same level that can appreciate a good woman that works hard and makes their own way. I've been doing it since I was 14 years old, and I don't appreciate slackers because that's what they like to do, is leech. And I just got out of a situationship where, he thought he was going to try that, but he didn't because he knew better, but it just wasn't working out apparently. So I just had to move right along.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
My oldest two are grown, so I have the help. Thank you.
What happened? What's going on?
No, the comment. Somebody said you have 5 kids. I have 2 that are grown and they help. One is in the Air Force that makes sense, and he's married and makes over $100,000 a year. And the other one, the 21-year-old, has his own HVAC company. So they have very good. I make good children. Thank you.
She just makes good children. Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers are bad attitude. People that have unhealed trauma that don't understand what it is to do your own self-work and just, appreciate somebody that does know self-worth. If you can't understand how people really function, or you don't know how to, if you can't love yourself, then you can't love me. And I can't, that's a deal breaker for me.
Okay. Hello?
I'm here. Sorry.
Should he look a certain way?
I'm not too picky about, how you look, as long as you, are well kept and you're attractive to me. I do have my preferences, but I'm not racist. So if that means anything. My ex-husband was You know, he looked like he was very dark skinned, and my ex, the other one I have, is really like light fair skin. So yeah, I'm not biased. I'm not, you know, my parents.
So you're not biased and you're not racist?
Nope. My mom, blonde hair and blue eyes, and my daddy is like African American Indian.
Okay.
Another thing that I think about too that can make it weird, like right now, the lady that we're looking at, she's kind of like to me on the extreme side, right? You have a woman with 5 children. It is true, 2 of the children you don't have to deal with because they're grown and they're out of the house, right? But it's still a woman with 5 children by 3 different men. Let's just say that you met her before those kids moved out the house. Or you know what? We don't even have to say that. Those 2 kids are from a previous from when she was married. Boom, they out the house, but she still got 3 kids in the house, right? But those 3 kids that are left are still by 2 other men. And this is just for people that care about things like that. I think that if you're someone that is intentional, you're somebody that wants to build a family with somebody, I think this would cross your mind. And this is something that always comes across my mind when I hear stories like this. There are 3 kids left in the house by 2 different men. So you got to get to know those 3 kids, their personalities, whatever, right? If their fathers in their lives, you got to kind of get along with them to a certain degree. And here's another thing. So if you were to get, not say she's 39, so she's probably done having kids, but this is another part that I don't think people think about. If you were to get with her, marry her, and have children with her, to me, it's weird if you're living in a house and you just have that many last names running around. Like, because if those kids have their father's last name, all 3 of those kids got different last names. Then you come in and your kid you had with her got a different last name. It's, I don't know, all that stuff just be weird to me. You know, it's like I don't know. Do anybody, somebody get in the comments, let me know if they think that's weird. It just throws me. I know it's not like I don't know. For some people, maybe it don't affect them. I know for me, it would. It just seems weird to me. And I thought about that too. Recently, we were talking about that on Clubhouse because people were saying how Sierra changed the child's last name to Wilson or whatever, right? And it makes sense that he's living in that house, and there are people who have expressed being in the house and being the only one with a different name. Um, it can make you feel like you're ostracized sometimes. You know, everybody got this same last name. You're the only one in the house with a different name. You know, I've heard somebody say it felt weird being at school and you're the only sibling with a different last name and stuff. So I think about stuff like that. Now I didn't watch all of this video, and so I'm just having these thoughts and I'm just sharing. That's just something that sticks out to me with dealing with somebody with kids by multiple people and then trying to introduce yourself into their life. And then if y'all have kids, those are issues that could come up.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
Like I said, it doesn't matter, but as long as you're on the same level as I am, as far as, you know, work life.
And what level is that, honey?
I like to travel. I make over. I don't want to say it on. I'm going through a custody battle right now. But I make a decent amount of money. I'm doing pretty well.
So you want a man that makes what you make,
or more, preferably more, because I would prefer a man that will take care of me. Yes.
You want a man.
That's another thing. She says she didn't want to say how much money she makes. She's going through a custody battle. So she's on here trying to date and form a relationship, bring a new man into her life that will eventually be a new man to come into her children's lives. And you're going through a custody battle right now. I think you should worry about that. Not dating, not introducing somebody new into a situation that clearly ain't all good right now.
I don't like. I don't need anybody to take care of me, but it would be nice, for once.
Okay. Would you date a man that doesn't make more than you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I've done that plenty of times.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
All right. So now I gotta. Well, I'm in the car. I can't really get up.
Well, girlfriend, you call me and you say you've been watching the show, and you know I'm gonna ask, why y'all call me like I be bothering y'all? I'm confused. Y'all call me knowing every question I'm gonna ask y'all to do, and then y'all be like, "Well, I'm in the car."
Every time I try calling you from home, you never answer.
Well, I don't know, girlfriend. You knew you was gonna be here, and you've been waiting. You gotta get in front of the headlights. We gotta do the Kendra Cam, honey child. You 39 years old. You already knew what you was doing when you called me. I do not understand this part ever. Y'all volunteer literally to call me and then get mad at me.
Can you see me?
We gotta see your legs, honey. Okay, here we go. We can see you.
I'm not fat, and I'm not. I work out every day.
What you say, baby girl?
I said I'm not fat. I'm slim build, and I work out every day.
Okay. When was your last relationship, Renee?
Like a real relationship or a fake relationship?
What you consider your last relationship?
We actually broke up maybe a few days ago.
So you were in a committed relationship, and when did that, honey, Renee? So was it 2 days ago you broke up with somebody? You giving me the hardest time with a direct answer. When?
She talks and responds like a teenager. Who got teenagers? And you trying to ask them something and you just cannot get a direct answer. You just can't get no answers out of them. Who says so? This is what I'm saying. I would expect more from somebody. You're 39 years old. You about to be in your 40s. You got 5 children. You say you about all this business. You writing a book. You a pastor now. You just got baptized. And you're on a dating show after getting out of a relationship. At the time of this video, she just got out of a relationship 3 days ago. And she's currently in a custody battle. Why is she trying to date right now? Beyond me. Don't understand it.
Did your last relationship end?
The last it was over almost a year ago.
So what'd you say a few days ago? How we go from a few days to a year?
I was talking to somebody, but it wasn't what I consider a relationship.
Okay, so a year ago. You don't have to answer, but
I hate when people do that. You cannot escape like that. You were messing around with somebody. Don't try to say it was nothing. You were in a relationship and it ended 3 days ago. I'm pretty sure it's probably somebody you was intimate with. And see, and that people be trying to do that crap. They want to say when you're trying to get an answer out of them, they try to get out of it by leaving out information, because if that guy didn't give them exactly what they want, or the relationship didn't go how they want, they just figure that, well, it doesn't count. So it wasn't. No, you just got out of a relationship 3 days ago. I don't care if it was a situationship, a friendship, a business. It was still a relationship, and you just got out of it 3 days ago. So why lie and say a year ago?
I'm gonna ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
It's been a long time.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I don't believe that.
Probably getting out more in my body, mostly staying and I don't know, voicing, just talking to people. Talk to people. I have a problem with doing that. Like I've always.
Aren't you a pastor? I would think a pastor talks to people all the time.
I mean, when I'm in church, it's totally different. I know what topic I'm talking about. I talk, I'm not talking about the Lord right now. That's very passionate about. If you read the book.
Here we go. Something wrong with that lady. So she said, I'm having trouble talking. She said, well, you're a pastor. You talk in church all the time. Well, that's different because, it's different. When I'm talking about something that I know what I'm talking about, like she's better at talking. So you don't know your own life, because that's all this show is about. She feels comfortable in church talking because I guess she knows the Bible, but she should know her own life. So she should be fine talking about this, unless you're just on here to lie. But if you were just being honest, it wouldn't be difficult.
You'll understand. It's like an alter ego situation where I can, I can bring myself out a lot better, talk to people better. When I'm in my.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, Renee, baby girl, why would a man be lucky to be with you?
Because I have very good, I guess, personality. I like to have fun. I'm only, I don't know. I'm looking for somebody that wants to do the right thing in life, live their life the right way, like myself.
No, so the question is not what you're looking for, but why would he be lucky to be with you?
Be lucky because, well, look, I'm a great cook. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my kids were. Yeah. If you're looking at the book or somebody said something in the comments, but yeah, I feel like I would, be a great asset.
Kids, they're telling me your kids were kidnapped.
My younger two, their father kidnapped them from visitation and never brought them back.
Oh, they're telling me that you have a GoFundMe on your page.
Yeah.
So you want to date during this time?
So I've been going through this for the past 3.5 years, and I've had 2 sorry attorneys that helped. And
so your 12-year-old and your 8-year-old are not in your custody?
No, the 12 and 14-year-old.
The 12, so you haven't seen them in 3 years?
No.
Oh wow.
Still fighting.
Okay.
I'm still fighting to get them back.
You just said that you make a good amount of money, so why would you need a GoFundMe?
That's what I'm saying. I've spent over $150,000 in attorney's fees.
What the fuck? Why are you trying to date right now? Why? And I know people be like, oh, but somebody still needs love. She can still get love and attention. You can still go, get you some hookups or something like that. I mean, I'm sorry, but I just believe that you gotta close one door before you open another door. That's just the type of person I am. People can believe and think and do whatever the hell they want to do, but I'm telling you, I've been in situations like this before with people, and it just usually does not work out. I remember dating a woman, and she had a similar story. It was a long time ago. I was younger. I was more forgiving at the time. And man, she had a similar story with her and her kids and stuff like that. And it was not what she said it was. And I remember getting a message on Facebook one day from one of her daughters, because she might have had about 6, 7 kids. And I remember she had some older children. One of her older daughters hit me up on Facebook and said, do you know where my mom is? Because we can't find her. So she had lied to me, pretending like she was looking for her kids. I'm like, bitch, your kid was looking for you. I'm telling, I don't care what nobody say. Anybody that say they dealing with all this, going through all this and all this other crap, they should not be dating. I get it. People get lonely. You get that itch, whatever, but you gotta handle what you handling, because that's another thing. When you're dating somebody and you go into a relationship with them, you can't help but take on everything that they're carrying. Okay. If I'm going to be with you and you got children, I have to take on a certain amount of care for those kids. You're going through what you're going through, looking for your kids in custody and everything. I come into your life, I also take that on in a way. Why? Because when we talk on the phone, who do you think you're going to unload on? Who do you think you're going to vent to? I have to be ready to take on all of that. You're coming to the table with too much stuff. You're coming to the table with too much stuff. And I know I ain't the only guy. Because man, we so wicked. You'll cut a chick off for anything, man. How many times you done met a woman before, y'all talking on the phone, you thinking you just gonna get to know her. This is the beginning. I don't know you that much to be that emotionally invested. And so you talking on the phone with them, you just trying to, what you like, I don't know, what's your favorite color, whatever. But she on the phone, yeah, it's been a lot, I am looking for a job, and oh man, my baby daddy, and oh man, I ain't got my child support. You like, hold on, wait a minute. I just met you. I'm not ready to take on all of this emotion. This is just the beginning of stages. I just met you. You're coming with too much. This is insane. She's like, custody battle. Now it's kidnapping. What the fuck? Who can? Maybe somebody can. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I know most people couldn't do it. Most people would not want to come into no situation like this. Just first day drama.
Okay.
Yeah. I still have to take care of my parents. I still have to take care of and maintain a home for my other children and things like that. So it's not like, I'm not broke. I have money. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot to it. Nobody knows what you're going through unless they go through it themselves. So
Okay, so this is a different component. The cousins, they gonna find out everything, child. I would have never knew this unless the comment section went to go find out. So
no, everybody deserves love. If you think that just because I'm going through all this stuff, I haven't let it not once bog me down to the point where I can't focus on what I need to do. The system is what it is, and that's the problem with the things that are going on today, is that they, the system is manipulative and is using people as, today is modern day slavery. Nobody's getting that. Everybody, like you said, want to get off the app and go pray, that's fine. Go do that.
I guess my question is this. So you don't he doesn't have any family members, like your kids are, I just feel like, have you hired a private investigator?
Yes.
And so your kids, you have absolutely no idea where they are in this world.
They're with their dad, I'm sure.
I know that, but what I'm saying, you don't know his mama, his sister, his cousin, his brother. He don't got no IG page. It's just, I'm just trying to understand, because I'm not saying it's impossible, but I would think with all the technology we have today, you could at least know the city or state. So you have no idea what city or state they're in?
Oh, they're here. They're in Maryland. Yeah.
Oh, so you know where they are. Yeah.
You have to go with what she originally said. She is in a custody battle. That man did not kidnap those kids. She put that the kids were kidnapped on her GoFundMe. But when she was originally talking, she said custody battle. That's originally what she said. When she was originally talking about her situation, she said, I am currently in a custody battle. Later on in the interview, the Kendra G cousins must have went to her profile and saw that she had a GoFundMe up. The reason they're saying kidnapping is she had to have put that on her GoFundMe, trying to get people to give her money, saying that her kids was kidnapped. Kendra asked her about it, and then she says, oh yeah, he kidnapped my kids from visitation. Huh? But y'all all in the same city. They know where she at. If y'all had an actual visitation that was set up, I'm sorry, they're not just gonna allow him to kidnap the kids from visitation, and they know where he at. That is not what happened. This is a custody battle, and it's been 3 years. You probably been trying to get those kids from him, battling over custody, and they probably just feel like he's the better parent. Look at the confused look on Kendra's face. Like, huh? She called it a custody battle. Now she's saying, oh, kidnap. No, come on, man. No. Well, you know what? Let me say this. Unless it's just different from state to state. I've been through the whole breakup and visitation thing. And I know for a damn fact, you ain't just taking them damn kids. They're going to be on your ass. Okay. Ain't no way you got visitation set up. Ain't no way here they just let you take them damn kids. Because they have visitation set up, she's using those words. So I'm going off of what visitation is. They know where you live. They know your number. They know your job, where you work, and they know everything about you. They know what's up your butthole. Okay? You ain't just driving off with the damn kids. She lost custody. That's why she said earlier she in a custody battle. Let me stop running my mouth. I'm just flabbergasted with what I'm hearing. I know y'all notice I have like these pauses. My brain is short-circuiting with the lies that's just coming out this woman's mouth. It's ridiculous.
So why can't you pull up?
So, okay, the story, what happened with all that is that he pretty much lied and got a false protective order. When he did that,
okay, real quick though. So it's not fair to say kidnap then, because when you hold on, just real quick. When you say kidnap, we're thinking kidnap, gone, you don't know where they are, you can't. So that's not true. You know where your children are.
Well, illegally, he did kidnap them because he never signed their birth certificates. And I have been directed that I need to go file charges, but every time I do anything, nothing ever happens because his dad is an ex-cop. So he has everybody in the county on his side, even people that are in Department of Social Service. It's a lot to it.
But wait a minute. So are you saying you do know where your children are in this world?
Yes.
And you can legally.
I've called like I don't know how many times to do welfare checks on them. They won't.
No. But outside of that, because you just said that they're telling you to press charges. You didn't press charges?
No.
Why not?
Like I said, every time I do anything, he gets it reversed or removed, and it comes back on me. It's almost like the devil's advocate. I understand what you're saying, but I've done and listened to all these people all this time, and everything that I've done, it always backfires.
So the judge, you've gone to a judge, and so is there an order that because I don't know everything, so I'm not trying to pretend like I know everything, but this almost sounds like a case where he has something against you.
Right. He went and filed a false protective order.
And they just automatically approved it. Like they don't, from my understanding, they just don't get them. Like he has to make some things proven to get it approved.
That's the thing, though. He was out of jurisdiction when he filed it. I was living in Virginia, and they were being dropped off and picked up in PG County, Maryland. And when he filed it, it was totally bogus, and they went.
But what I'm saying is,
correct.
So you're saying there was no. How was he able to get it approved if you did nothing?
He lied, and I had.
But they have to, because I have friends that go through this stuff. But hold on, real quick. They have to interview you, and they have to also interview the kids. I have a friend that's going through this with his ex-wife, and it's not that simple. When you fight, they can't just take the person's word. They have to be interviewed. The kid has to be interviewed. So you got interviewed, and the kids got interviewed?
Yes, and he went to someone that he knew, because the lady called me after 5 o'clock Friday. It was somebody that he knew. Her name was Ashley Powell, a social worker that his sister worked with.
So, but the kids were interviewed and they co-signed whatever he said?
They were interviewed, but my kids did not talk to them. Your kids didn't talk to the people that got interviewed? No.
So, okay. So basically you're saying for the last 3 years, you legally are not able to see your children.
He kidnapped my children and filed a false protection.
So what is the money you're raising for?
To get an attorney to get my kids back, because I haven't been able to find an attorney that he hasn't corrupted.
So you need money to get a new attorney.
Yes, I've had 3, and all 3 of them have failed. They have not. Well, actually 4.
Okay. Okay. But I don't know all the legal terms. I just know that people that have gone through this, but I do know this. Another parent just can't say a claim. There has to be research.
There's I've never done anything like.
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying that you did. I'm just saying
my life ever.
Huh?
I've never done anything remotely wrong in my life ever. And for him to say the things that he said, to the judge, everything that he documented in court on record when I wasn't even present, court hearings.
Why didn't you go to the court hearing?
I didn't know about him. He wouldn't file things that I didn't even know about. He was sending,
but don't you have but you have to be served.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't get served?
He was sending everything to an old address in Prince Frederick.
Yeah, but it doesn't fly by the judge if you were you served.
Kendra, I have all the proof that he sent all this stuff to.
No, I understand that. No, I'm asking you a direct question, Renee, because you don't ever answer my questions directly. Did he serve you with the papers? Did someone serve you?
Never.
Then legally he can't even do that in court because they have to be served.
Exactly.
Now that I do know, you can't have a court hearing if the person doesn't know about it.
Every single thing that he sent to my old PO box, it was recorded on the register in the courthouse because they have to send you a copy of it. He was using the address that I had over 7 years ago when he knew I didn't.
But what I'm saying is you can send addresses, but in order for a judge to move forward with the hearing, they have to have proof that you were served the date. So even if he sent it to your house, that's not proof of service.
Exactly.
So a judge is not even supposed to go forward unless you were served and you just didn't show up.
That's not true. Every time I get notice of a date, I'm there. I don't play about my kids.
So since then you have gone.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been back and forth.
So when you go to the court, why is the judge saying you can't see your kids? Like, what is the judge saying? What's the reason that the judge is saying?
That's a very good question. The last time I was before the judge, she did say that I have visitation as far as being able to see them. I was supposed to be able to see them every 3 days on audio, video calls. So that was granted. And when I call, he does not answer. He won't let the kids call me or talk to me.
When was this?
This has been since last September.
And the last time you seen your kids was 3 years ago?
In person, almost 3 years ago.
Oh, now so when's the last time you saw your kids, period?
So the last time I saw them on the video calls was in October.
And after that, it just stopped?
Stopped, yeah.
I still think it's misleading to say that you're raising money for your kids being kidnapped, because when you say that and we're a new audience, kidnap is such a strong word that without knowing all this information that you just gave, I would think literally kidnap.
Right. But so that was when that happened that I put it out. So yeah.
You haven't changed your girlfriend. It's still up there because this is what they're telling me. So I want to believe. All I can ever do is take your word. But the more I ask you questions, and even when I was asking you questions before, it seemed like you wasn't answering all the way. So I don't know what the truth or the lie is. I have to be honest. My first time meeting you, first time having a conversation with you. And I don't know your real situation. I just know people that have gone through this. One of my close friends, and it's you just can't, there's month after month, yes. But if you're really fighting, not saying you're not fighting for your kids, I'm not saying that, but you still have rights unless they prove something beyond the shadow of a doubt that you are unfit to be around them.
Exactly.
And you're saying, and what did he say to get the judge to agree to that? What was the allegation that he made?
He filed so many false petitions to the court. I did not.
But what were some of the things that he said?
I was not present because I didn't know about the court hearings.
But they have to, but they make you aware. They tell you didn't get no paperwork?
Nothing. I'm telling you, he either has somebody impersonate or he, like I said, sending them to the old address.
But when you went to the court yourself, didn't you ask, why is this in place? What did they tell you? Okay,
so when I went to the courthouse to get paperwork and everything, because I needed to get proof of everything that was going on. When I was trying to find a new attorney, they would give me paperwork that, were in the file. They keep a file, right? So they were giving me paperwork out of the file, but we're not giving me everything that I asked for.
But what I'm saying is, no, this is what I'm saying. You said you had lawyers. Your lawyer, bare minimum, has to know the charge, the allegation. So the lawyer never, so they just said, you don't, so basically the lawyer said, we taking your kids. They didn't give no reason. The judge agreed. That's what the lawyer said?
When I get an attorney that will willingly help me, the past have not helped me.
I asked you this question because the bare minimum, you're supposed to know the allegation of why your kids are being kept from you. Right. Now that's bare minimum. So they never gave you the reason he said to keep your children away.
No.
And this has been going on for 3 years.
Yes, back and forth. It started during COVID. That happened. All the court, everything shut down. It was like impossible for me to get hearing.
So what were your lawyers doing?
Absolutely nothing. Just taking my money.
I want to believe you, but that part's hard to believe.
I wish the people that keep saying.
Okay, bottom line is this. On the paperwork, but listen, but Renee. Renee, real quick. On the paperwork, hold on, Renee. Renee, you may have missed the court date, but if you got the paperwork sent, on the paperwork, it tells you the reason that they say.
They have not given me not one thing saying anything, is what I'm trying to explain.
What does the paperwork say then?
My rights have been violated.
Huh?
His name is not one of their birth certificates. My civil rights have been violated, and I'm still fighting to find an attorney that will help me.
Okay, but what I'm asking is this, because listen, we all want to help you, but these answers were just confused. On the paperwork, what does it say?
So
on the paperwork, it would definitely be on there. And she keeps, I pay attention to what people keep bringing up. She keeps saying his name was not on the birth certificate. I think this is a situation where she probably tried to keep the kids away from him and it backfired. That's what I think is. I'm just taking an educated guess. I'm looking at what she's focusing on. She keeps focusing on his name ain't on the birth certificate. This, you know what I mean? Like he doesn't deserve to see the kids or be around the kids. Those ain't his kids. Those are my kids. That's kind of where her mind keeps going to. And I'm thinking she might have tried to keep those kids away from the father, and that father went and took her to court and got his custody. I think that's honestly what happened.
Okay, the paperwork is basically saying he got a false protective order saying I was abusing my kids, and I've never abused my children.
Okay, stop right there. That's what it is. Whether it's true or not, I know that you had to know the claim. That's why I'm still here going here, because I can't. Now that to me is a lie. Like I know enough to know that whether you missed the court date, you already claimed that you got the paper, so you could have got the information of the hearing later. But bare minimum, the paperwork has the allegation stated.
Right.
Be honest. Do y'all think she was beating them kids? Just be honest. I'm not trying to even be funny either. Never mind. I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself.
So you were saying all this time, I'm gonna tell you, Renee, people want to believe you, but you're not coming across believable. So you said this whole time you never knew what he claimed, and I was like, that can't be true because that doesn't make any sense. The first page of an affidavit will tell you what the claim is. So now you finally said he said you had child endangerment. Whether it's true or not, that's the allegation. That's what we were asking. What was the allegation that he said? And you waited all this time to try to make us pretend like you never knew. And I'm like, girlfriend, you got to know that much.
So yeah, that's when he filed the false protective order. Saying it's not that I'm lying. First of all, I'm going through a lot. So if anybody thinks I'm lying about anything, that's not the case.
You lied to us a couple of times, Renee. So we want to believe you, but it's hard to believe when you lie.
I'm not lying.
You lied.
It's just
because I asked you clearly, did you know the allegation, and you said no. And that's why I wouldn't let it go because I knew that you had to at least know what the allegation was. Now the allegation could be false, But to say that you have no idea what the allegation is, even I know you have to know that much. There's no way somebody can have your kids from you for 3 years and they just went to a judge and say, I want my kids, shut her out, case closed. It doesn't work that way. Even I know that much. Now, I'm not saying what he said is true. I can't confirm that. But I knew you had to know what the claim was.
Everybody is sitting there laughing and thinking this is funny when I haven't seen my babies that came out of my stomach. You know, that's just pure evil. And I have never done anything to hurt my children. My oldest two can attest to that because they are brought up and raised 100% perfectly in good shape and form. I've never done anything. That's why I love children. That's why I'm a teacher and a pastor. Like everybody that knows me knows the.
Yeah, because teachers and pastors never abuse children. But this goes back to what I was saying. You don't open one door till you close another door. None of this would come up if you handle your business first, then you date. And you see all this that we just went through. I'm stressed out just fucking listening to this, right? Imagine dating this person. You are now entering this person's life. You got to take that walk with them. And I'm tired of people acting like you just go into people's lives and you don't take on any of their trauma or any of their happiness or any of their success or any of their doom. You do. And this is why you wait. She come onto this dating show on the internet, and these are her results because you didn't handle business first. And she made a comment saying, oh, well, everybody deserves love. I hate when people say things like that. Life ain't about what you deserve. Life is about order and chaos. Okay. And I understand your life is in chaos right now. So you want to put some love into it. You want to put some order into it. The problem is you don't put the cart in front of the horse. You got to wait till when it's time. Shut that door, then open the other one. Okay. I'm going to my next segment. I'm done with this. Everything she said was just, I'm stressed out. I'm stressed out. Feel free to thumbs up the video. It's free. It's the free way to support the content creator. Puts me in the algorithm, brings more people in the room to join the conversation. Like she got me discombobulated. Even I know y'all noticed it was times I paused the video. I wanted to get my thoughts out. I couldn't because I was so fucking like she shook me up. I'm stressed out. I got secondhand trauma from all this shit.
Thinking this is funny when I haven't seen my babies that came out of my stomach. You know, that's just pure evil. And I have never done anything to hurt.
Alrighty. Going on to the next segment. Let me go ahead and get the next video to come up. All right. I need some Christmas songs to get that last lady out of my head. Oh my God. Ooh. I was not even expecting all that. Segment 2, the strategic upside. Now I'm going to start off as Diabolical B, the empath. Okay. Now flip it. If you're a man with kids dating a single mom, can be a strategic upgrade. You get someone who understands parenting logistics and emotional bandwidth and the chaos of co-parenting. That's not baggage, that's alignment. Diabolical A, the skeptic would say, I'll give you that. There's a shared language. You both know what it means to juggle soccer practice, homework, and emotional meltdowns. That's rare. And it can create a bond that's deeper than romance. It's partnership. And Diabolical B would say exactly. And let's talk stats again. Okay. The UN estimates over 100 million single mothers globally. That's not a niche, it's a demographic. If you're excluding single moms, you're shrinking your dating pool and possibly missing out on highly qualified partners. But the skeptic in me would say, so the real question becomes, are you dating for fantasy or functionality? Good question, right? Next video is she was hyped, gorgeous mom to 2, no bra, wants more kids, doesn't care about your looks or your money.
Let's try it. Jalisa.
Courtney, look, I'm
Hey, girl. Okay, real quick. Why we gotta put our tongue out? What does that represent?
I don't know. It just represents
I ain't never been. I've been always trying to figure out why we gotta put our tongue out, y'all. I don't be doing. What if a fly come by or something? Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones. You right, girl.
Girl, I'm live.
How I pronounce your name, girl?
Jalisa.
Jalisa, where you calling me from?
Philly-ish.
Philly-ish?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you live? You live in
Delaware, but like 20 minutes from Philly.
Why don't you want to say Delaware?
Because people be like, black people live in Delaware. I know you wouldn't say that, but like they be like.
Well, I've heard it because I grew up in Connecticut, so I've heard that. Black people live everywhere, people, so y'all can know. There ain't a place. Well, they might not live in. Well, for the most part, black people live everywhere.
True.
Okay, stop moving, Jalisa. How old are you, love?
How old am I, Courtney?
Huh?
28.
Girl, these are the basic questions, Jalisa. Oh, you hype. You ain't got no bra on?
Kendra.
You just okay. How old are you?
28.
Okay, real quick. Do you want your video only inside the app or you want it on social media too?
You can put it everywhere.
You gonna bring all the boys to the yard, girl. Can I ask you a question? Why don't you have on a bra? I'm just curious.
I don't know.
Do you not wear bras often?
I do. I'm just not wearing one right now, and then I kind of forgot until you pointed it out.
Okay. Well, listen, we can proceed, but I'm gonna let you know what it's gonna be. So long as you don't care about the
What you think?
Well, I know they're gonna talk about you in these internet streets, so
they're gonna talk about me regardless, though.
Okay, so I just wanted to, if you don't, it's your life.
Now, I'm gonna do this the whole time.
No, you're not, because you're gonna have to move. Some women are comfortable. Like, listen, I'm just. If you don't care, we can proceed.
I was comfortable, but now I'm feeling, a little insecure.
I would say this because you don't care. Okay, okay. Here we go. The men probably very happy right now. Jalisa, Delaware, 28, but also Philly, 20 minutes from Philly. That's what it is. Do you have any kids?
I do. 2 girls.
How old are your 2 kids?
2 and 4.
2 and 4. Are they both by the same man? Why y'all not together? You got a 2-year-old.
Yo, we was just talking about that. That was my best friend. Shout out to him.
When did y'all break up, the baby?
That's too soon. 2 and 4? That's fresh. Can't do it.
Maybe 2 and one's 4.
We broke up maybe 2 years ago, probably.
How? The baby when you was pregnant?
Huh?
Was you pregnant because the baby's 2?
No, I had just had her. But to be honest, I feel like we should have never been together. And I feel like the version of me who I was when I was with him, I'm just not her no more. So very, very, very broken girl.
Very, very broken girl. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So how do y'all co-parent?
Good. I mean, he's such a good person, a good father, a good just everything. And I truly he need to be on here getting a woman. But yeah, he's
So
a good
you wouldn't
dude.
care.
Like,
So if you saw your baby daddy with a girl, it wouldn't bother you.
what? I would listen, that's an extra babysitter.
God. All right, Jalisa, what do you do for a living?
I'm a student right now.
A student. Okay. So how do you pay your bills?
I did 6 years in the military, so they pay for
Okay.
school and stuff like that.
Gotcha. And what's your zodiac sign?
Cancer.
Cancer. All right. So we got Jalisa in Delaware, but only 20 minutes from Philly. 28 is the Cancer. Mom and 2 by the same man. Have you ever been married?
No.
Okay, never married. All right, Jalisa, what kind of man you looking for, girl?
Cancer, that's crazy. Like, yo, I never, ever tried to get on, but I was like, I'm scared, but I'm gonna get on. All right, so I just want a good, I'm not gonna say a healed dude because we ain't never gonna be all healed, but somebody who's aware, self-aware, and he just a leader, somebody who loves God, and that's really it.
Okay, self-aware, a leader. Could he have kids?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's your deal?
But he got to be willing to give me kids.
You want more kids?
What? Yes. If I could have like 20 kids, but I know I ain't never gonna be able to afford 20 kids. So yeah.
Well, words are
I
powerful.
want a
Don't
lot of
speak
kids.
that. But so you want to have more kids? Okay, so you want a man that wants to have more kids?
Of course, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
That's the deal breaker. That's my only deal breaker.
Do you have a boy and a girl or the same sex kids?
2 girls.
2 girls. So you want a boy?
They actually, one lives with him in Georgia, and then the other one lives with me. So like we kind of split them up like the Parent Trap, but
Okay. Which one lives with you?
The 2-year-old.
The 2-year-old. Okay. Okay. So she wants more kids. So he can have kids, but he has to be willing to have kids. Any more deal breakers besides that?
Nope, just that, and then just yeah, that's it.
Should he look a certain way?
Nope.
1
leg, 2 leg, purple, blue.
So you're attractive. So you really don't have an appearance requirement?
None. And honestly, I hate using like terms like sapiosexual and stuff like that, but I just feel like, especially now what's going on and everything just in the world and stuff, like you can just kind of feel a person's spirit. And it might sound cliche, but like I'm an EMT. I don't know if I mentioned that. Like I'm an EMT, I'm just not working right now. So I've seen a lot, you could be here today, gone tomorrow. I don't want to get emotional, but I don't know. It just put things into perspective for me, like my job is literally to watch people maybe die.
Gotcha.
So I just.
Okay. All right, fellas. Now, should he make a certain amount of money?
But I'm not giving you no money.
Okay. Oh, your phone, someone just called you. What's going on? Your phone, I can't hear you. What happened? Someone's calling you. Someone was calling her. Wait, I can't hear you. Hello?
Hello? Oh, don't go.
Who was calling you?
My sister.
Oh, okay. All right. So you don't got an appearance requirement or a money requirement. Just give me babies requirement. All right. Should he be in Delaware, close to Philly?
I kind of want to move. I graduate next year. The Midwest, Arizona, Colorado, even California.
Colorado, okay.
Yeah. When I was in the military, I was stationed in Colorado, Alaska. I wouldn't mind going back to Alaska. So yeah.
Okay.
Maybe my titties all jiggling and whatnot.
Let's do the Kendra Kim. The Kendra Kim. You done made the men's night. You made the men's night. You can definitely tell you a firecracker. When was your last relationship? Was it your child's father?
Serious relationship, yes.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Too long. I've been in the books.
Okay, so she's been in the books. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Oof, we don't got enough time for that. I am very black or white, so like all or nothing, like everything's very extreme. Like you're either the best thing in the world or the worst thing. I have a temper. I'm very impulsive. I tend to overtalk people. What else, Courtney? What else is a flaw of mine? I'm a know-it-all. No, I'm not.
Damn, she said that fast as hell.
I guess I'll prove your point. But yeah.
All right. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm accountable. If he tells me something, I'm never gonna say, oh, you know how you say this one thing that like literally changed my life. You said that everything is your fault. Something like that.
Yeah.
That literally is so true. And I've been living by that, and it just helps me with my healing. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So the backstory is one of the gems that my dad taught me. And when I was younger, he said, no matter what happens, you're responsible. Everything is your fault. And when good things happen, you like to take the credit because it's something that's good. But with owning up to everything is my fault, it's what causes me to make different decisions because you think. Because, one of the biggest, I don't know if I ever told the story. I don't want to spend too much time, but let me take me out of it. Like, let's just use what we're talking about having sex and dating, all these things. At the end of the day, men gonna tell you whatever they're gonna tell you, right? It's like, and we can play that game of, oh, I didn't know any better, and sometimes that is true. But guess what? When that baby comes, the baby don't care what you didn't know any better. You better feed that child. You're responsible for that child. Your life revolves around that child. So before you go down that path, regardless of what he's saying, you have to decide amongst yourself, okay, is he lying to me? Because I have to deal with these consequences if he is, even if it's somebody else's like misleading you. So if you can, if you own that everything is your fault, it causes you to really think before you make decisions.
And
because
it's
you know
uncomfortable
that
at
you
first.
you gotta live with the decision, regardless of what they do or what they say. So it's one of my favorite gems that my dad gave me.
So when you first said it, I was like,
everything is your fault. Everything is your fault.
It's facts. It's facts for sure.
And the further the reason why, because you have to deal with the consequences. So since you got to deal with the consequences, really decide before you. Okay, this is a story. I'll tell it. So many, when I was in high school, my cousin was in jail, and his friend was bringing me to visit him in jail.
I'm gonna skip this part and go ahead and go to segment number 3. Once again, thumbs up the video, hit that subscribe. All right, it's free. It's how you support the content creator without giving them money. Moving right along to segment 3. Yeah, I like that last girl. The only thing I would be apprehensive about is the whole, having kids so young, the 2-year-old and the 4-year-old. But I mean, one kid doesn't stay with her, but I still think, you got a 2-year-old. I think it's just a little early to come into somebody's life. I wouldn't want to be around about a 2-year-old. I think a good maybe like 5. When the child is 5, 2, y'all just had a baby. Like that's fresh to me. I don't know. Some people do it work out. I even I had some neighbors one time, and I kid you not, my neighbor met his wife when she was pregnant and married her. So I guess it could happen. Anyway, segment 3 is cultural narratives and media myths. Now let's talk media. Single moms are often framed as either heroic or desperate. Rarely are they known as desirable, complex women with agency. That screws perception. Now, And it enforces, reinforces the idea that men are doing them a favor by dating them. And that it does often feel that way. Like that's, I don't think anybody can deny that feeling. Like, I guess that's why, like, when you have like the first video we watched with that woman who was going through the custody battle and everything, it it seemed like to me she was trying to date out of just needing somebody to take care of her or be there for her while she's going through this hard time in her life. And that's that thing that reinforces the idea that men are doing them a favor by dating them, right? When in reality, many single moms are thriving financially, emotionally, socially. They're not liabilities. They can be leaders. Okay. Huh. But the skeptic in me says that the narrative persists, especially in male dominated spaces online where dating single moms is framed as beta behavior. That's toxic. And then the empath side of me would say, and reductive, because it ignores the fact that many men who date single moms report higher emotional satisfaction. Why? Because these women often know how to communicate, compromise, and prioritize. Let's go into this next video. Mom to 3. She says 4 men proposed. She was engaged twice. Wants a tall, good looking man. No white man.
Yeah, I don't have Cricket. I have Verizon. Thank you very much.
Who said you had cricket? I didn't say you had cricket.
I saw somebody say that, so
Yeah, because
yeah.
you was the only one that had an issue. So
Yeah.
girl, but we're looking good
Yes.
now. Okay, and I think your name is Ashley, right?
Yes, Ashley.
Ashley, Ashley, where you calling me from, love?
I am calling from Miami, Florida. And yes, I am in a bathroom because it's really bright light in here.
Yes.
And I'm very, very dark. So
Well, I'm,
yeah.
I'm dark too. I'm proud to be dark. But no, I
Yes.
always tell everybody, if you don't have a ring light, for purposes, the bathroom light is going to be the best light.
Yes.
Okay. So Ashley, Miami, how old are you, boo?
I am 35.
35. What you do for a living?
I'm an entrepreneur. I work as a full-time creative director and hairstylist. So
Okay. Ask, you have any kids?
yes, I do. I do have kids. Yes.
Okay. How many kids you have?
I have 3. One that's in college right now.
Wait, how old are you? 35?
I'm 35. Yes.
You have a baby in college?
I have a baby in college. Yes. Yes.
You have your first child young?
17.
Oh, okay. Hello. So how old are your children?
18, 13, and 7.
Okay. All by the same man?
No.
No. How many men?
So this may sound crazy. It's 3, but I've been engaged twice. So yeah.
So you never got married to any of them?
No.
Why not?
Well, I know people are gonna be like, oh, something must be wrong with her, but no. I was all for the marriage, and I was very submissive. It's just I felt like I wasn't getting a husband type of man. Sorry, you hear some motorcycles and stuff around me. I'm in Miami, so. But yeah, I just felt like they weren't ready.
Do you take any responsibility for choosing men who weren't ready?
I do, in a sense, because I feel like it's easy to confuse a man that gives you everything you want with a man that's ready to be married. And I feel like when I was younger, we had a great relationship. I got love and gifts that I wanted. They were providers. They were good men. But as far as husband material.
So what made them not husband material other than they didn't want to legally get married? So what did they do that? So because here's the thing. You're telling me you had a kid with them. You're telling me they were providers. You're telling me they were good men. So what did they lack for you when it came to being a husband?
Well, the first one, of course, was a high school sweetheart. We were very young.
Okay.
So that didn't last very long. The second one, we got engaged after a year dating, and then it was just a horrible relationship. Like, we really didn't treat each other well. On his part, I don't really like to be like completely open because we are on like full social media, but
Okay.
he did some very bad things that you just don't do to people. So let's just say that. And then the second one, I felt like he just wasn't loyal to his family. You weren't loyal. You chose your friends and everybody else over your family. So
You mean the third one?
The third one.
Yeah. I think that's where people might, because listen, I think life happens to all of us, child. You know, I just be saved by grace. But I think it's the third baby daddy where they'll be like, well, girl, you had two examples. And then, so the third one, that's on
Okay,
you.
so let me do 100% real. Y'all want me to be real?
Please.
The second one tried the middle one tried to harm me, and then the third one was an alcoholic.
Here's the deal. I'm not saying you should have been with these men.
So, in order to escape accountability, she said, "Y'all want me to keep it real?" Like, yeah. Instead of going to accountability, she went to bashing them. What does that mean? You still had a kid by him. That was your choice.
Men. But I am saying, at least by the third one, you should have vetted him a little bit more. Like, you know, I think that first baby daddy, I think most people give grace for the first baby daddy, right? Because it's the first and you're learning. They might even be giving some grace for a second baby daddy because you might have felt like the first one was whatever, but the second one showed up and promised you the world and you think this is it. But the third baby daddy, we'd be like, well, why didn't you have your notes? But it's all good. We're going to move forward. Okay. Do you co-parent well with each man?
Yes, very well.
Okay. So we got Ashley, Miami, 35, an entrepreneur, mom to three. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini. Mom to three, never married but engaged twice. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Okay, so I see y'all comments and I'm just like, listen, chill. I take accountability for myself as a woman. Yes, and I do realize that there are 3 men that we're talking about I had children with. Nobody's perfect. My kids are 5 years apart. They're all 5. So these are not like, oh, I just got with somebody and then had a baby and you know what I mean? And I didn't propose to anyone. They proposed to me. I actually had 4 proposals, but 2 were the guys that I was with, you know, so.
So you have 4 proposals by 4 different men?
Yes.
And none of those 4 men, okay, so 4 different men proposed to you.
Yes.
2 of them you have kids with.
Yes.
So why didn't you marry any of the 4 men that proposed to you?
I was going to, but it got a little crazy. Like, it just got crazy.
Real quick, they proposed like full out, bought a ring, got on one knee.
Bought a ring. We had the wedding scheduled, everything.
Oh, so you was engaged?
I was engaged, yeah, twice.
Which one? So one of your children's dads?
Both of my last 2 children's fathers.
So you were engaged, and then at the last minute, you decide not to get married.
Yeah.
Is marriage still important to you?
Of course, very much so. Yes.
Okay, so you do want to get married. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 men. What's Rashida say? I make you want to marry me. What Rashida say? Rashida,
yes.
I make you want to marry me. 4 guys said they want to marry her.
Yeah.
They're gonna talk about you, girl.
That's okay. I'm very much confident in myself. I'm just like, hey, be nice. Come on now. We're all human. We all have things that happen. I tried like doing it the right way. I tried being a stay-at-home type of woman and doing what they wanted. It just didn't work out, you know, like it just didn't. But I have great relationships with my kids' fathers. They have great relationships with each other. We don't have any drama. There's no baby daddy drama or anything over my way. So
Okay. All right. So Ashley, Miami, Florida, 35, Gemini, entrepreneur, mom of 3 kids, never married but proposed to 4 times. Did I ask you what kind of man you're looking for?
Yeah, you were asking me that. That's what I was supposed to be telling you. So I do want a man that believes in God. I am a woman that believes in God. I am looking for someone that's mentally healthy. Definitely I want a good looking man. I like a tall man because I am about 5'10" myself. So I do like taller men, 6 feet and up. He doesn't have to be like GQ fine, but I would like him to be very, very good looking. Ambitious, because like you said earlier, you may end up starting a business, but if you're working, you can provide for yourself and you have the means to date. Because some guys think like, oh, because I'm a single man, I have means to date. But come on now, I don't want to be outside if you broke, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm all with the cheap dates or but I just like someone that could be independent and provide for themselves, of course.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Alcoholism, alcoholic, being an alcoholic, a bum, because you can have a great personality, you can be very talented, but be bummy. Like you have the means to make good money, you just don't get up and do it. That's very much a deal breaker for me. Someone who's not serious, because I feel like we can have fun, but there is times where you have to take life serious, you have to take dating serious and not play with people's time. So
okay. All right. So you look a certain way.
well, of course we all want them to be fine. Like I would like a fine man. I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't really date. I don't date white men. I'm real adamant on that. I just don't date white men. That's
okay. I think if anybody, I think it looks weird when you are a race and you won't date your own race. But I don't think anybody has a problem if you are not that race and you say you don't date that race. Do you get approached by a lot of white men?
I was stalked by a white man, which I think is why I don't. I just can't do it. I feel like I don't know, I'm darker skinned, so they be kind of obsessed with my skin color, and I just feel like I'm a woman like anybody else. Just because I'm darker don't mean just be all obsessed with me. So that's all I'm saying.
I got you. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes, I feel like he should at least make about 50,000 a year or more. Just because I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm kind of in a different tax bracket myself. And I don't want to be with anybody that feel like I'm expensive, because I've had guys say like, "Oh, she's a little expensive," but when you're a hairstylist, you make a lot of money, and I'm an advanced hairstylist, so a lot of my clients come in and they pay a lot of money. So when I go out and do things for myself, I know how I like to, so.
Okay. Let's do that Kendra Cam. I got you, girl.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Kendra Cam, hold on. Because I am tall, so.
Okay, we gotta see your legs. Your Wi-Fi messing
My
up over
legs.
here too. Your Wi-Fi messing up over here too. Girl.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh, this has to do with the app. Your Wi-Fi went out on the app.
Hold on, because You should be able to see me. Hello?
We can see you, but it's blurry. Okay, we gotta see your legs though, you know.
Okay. I'm tall, so this is like.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you tall? Oh, okay, I can see you, girl.
Was
All
that
right.
good?
Yes. Okay. All right. When was your last relationship?
Oh, my last relationship was 8 months ago.
8 months ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
8 months ago.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I have to work on is being a little more open. Let's see. I don't know. 3 flaws I have to work on: being a little more open. I don't know. I've been working on a lot of my flaws lately. That's been like the theme of life right now, is just getting myself 100% where I should be. So a lot of things I used to do, I don't do anymore. I'm more toward a, positive journey and transformation and all of that. So right now, I just think it's being more open, because I've kind of put myself in a shell since I've had, long relationships and engagements that really didn't go where I wanted them to go. So I said, let me work on me and see if there's anything that I can change about myself to, just become a better woman. So
What did you change about yourself?
I started meditating more. I lost 50 pounds. I rebranded my business. I relocated from Ohio to Miami. Because I'm originally from Ohio. So also I just got closer to God. I started doing more healthier choices with food.
Oh my gosh, she is boring me to death. She didn't work on any flaws at all. Because she don't think she got any. She don't think she got any flaws, so she didn't work on anything.
Hi.
She asking her like
Sarah.
she asked her what you work on, trying to see like what flaws did you overcome, and she didn't name anything at all.
Hi.
Oh my God.
You're good and ready. I love it.
Can you hear me well?
I can hear you well.
Okay.
What's Kendra G Singles, the dating app? It's available now on iPhones and Android phones. Is your name Marcel?
My name is Marcella.
Marcella, where are you calling me from?
I'm calling you from Maryland.
Maryland. How old are you?
Oh my gosh. I don't know why it was freaking freezing up. Oh, I gotta go in the segment for audience questions and real talk. So
I'm 40.
40, and what you do for a living?
God. Shut the fuck up. Damn. Eat this fucking shit. Anyway, audience questions and real talk. So I asked my listeners, would you date a single mom? These are the responses that I got. Only if I have kids too. Otherwise, it's too much. Yes, but I need to know the co-parenting situation. And other responses were absolutely. Some of the best women I've met are single moms. Okay. So it's not a hard no, it's a conditional yes, and that's fair. Dating is about boundaries and bandwidth, but let's not confuse boundaries with bias. Okay.
I am a commercial underwriter.
Also, the title to this video is from Kendra G is mom to two. So a mom of two children, make at least 80 to 90K, be into fitness, goes to therapy, respectful, kind, and generous.
Commercial underwriter. Do you have any kids?
I do. I have 2 kids, 17 and 22.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ah,
Both by the
dang,
same
that
man?
big wrong.
No, 2 different fathers.
Okay. He ever
This is
married?
this is my second time on. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay. Well, now your second time with me or second time within the app?
This is my first time within the app.
Okay. So when was you on the first time?
I believe it was about 2 years ago.
2 years ago. So what happened? Any updates?
No updates. I think it was via YouTube, and it was pretty late at night. So I only got like most of the people that messaged me were from Africa, and I'm like,
child, they trying hard to get to America, child. They trying hard.
I heard they had to like kick a lot of them guys from Africa off the app because they trying to marry for a damn for a green card.
All right, so let's try it again.
My
So
American queen.
it's Marcella, right?
yes,
Marcella, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces.
Have you ever been married?
No,
No. Okay. And you're a commercial underwriter.
yes,
So we got Marcella, Maryland, 40, Pisces, commercial underwriter, mom to 2, 17 to 22,
yes.
by 2 different men. Never
Yes.
married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
So I just want to say this because I feel like I've been dating for about 3-4 years, and I will say in my observation, there are a lot of men who lean into their wounded masculine energy. And I have worked on myself inside, I work out. And so I'm very attracted to someone who is into fitness, who goes to therapy, someone who is mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically healthy, and someone who is respectful, kind, generous, and someone who loves to travel and just have fun.
Ooh, child. Okay.
Yeah.
People get on my damn nerve trying to make everybody go to therapy. Everybody ain't got no damn trauma, fucked up life like yours. They be making it mandatory. You have to go to. Why? I'm perfectly happy. Like what I need to dig up.
I'm not looking, I don't want to say I'm looking for someone. I want to say that I'm placing myself in a position to attract a aligned man into my life.
Yeah, she been reading a lot of them self-help books, and already she is irritating. Already. I hate when people take the approach to dating of dictating other people's lives. You just tell us about you. Tell us what you're looking for. It's character stuff. Quit dictating the process as to how another person had to get there. Okay. You had to go to therapy. No, I'm fine. I'm happy. Everybody wants you to do what they did. No, you had to go to therapy. I didn't.
Okay, we know what we looking for over here. No, not looking for. We know we want to attract over here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Girl, use whatever word you want. You're looking for a man.
So when your dating experience, how has it been going?
It has been interesting. I have observed, I've met some great men, but I want to say there's a lot of men who make a certain amount of money. They do want you to be readily available for them. And I have a life. And sometimes I cannot be readily available because I'm focusing on my journey and what I have to do. And then I've met some men who just do not want to put the effort and action into planning dates and courting. And so I'm very traditional when it comes to that. And I just block or move on to the next person. Because I don't like wasting my time.
Okay. So what are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers, number 1 is smoking. No smoking at all. No weed or nothing. someone who is complacent in where they are. I like someone who is ambitious and likes to continuously likes to grow. And then someone who is disrespectful.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Yes. I would like someone who is attractive, is very mindful of how they present themselves when it comes to fashion, when it comes to hygiene, just someone who is presentable, someone who you can tell that they work out. And that's really it. I like a tall man.
A tall man.
Mhm.
Okay. What's tall to you? Over 6 feet?
Not over 6 feet, over 5'8".
Okay, 5'8". What about money? Should you make a certain amount of money?
Let's say I do well for myself, and so I would like someone who is on the same level financially or better.
Okay. If you made 70K, is that enough?
70K is a bit low. Let's say 80.
Okay, 80 is the 90 the minimum. My girl's big baller shot. Carlos, let me tell you one thing about the women.
I know.
They got the money. Say again.
I know a lot of women say six figures, but I make six figures. So I would like someone who is on the same financial platform and more than I am.
No, absolutely. Here's the deal. And I've said this time and time again, and I released my first episode to my podcast, and I talked about this. Logically speaking, it makes sense. Like for any woman to want to date a man, especially if she makes a certain tax bracket, it makes logic sense. But the disconnect can be at times supply versus demand. And I hate the term high value, but I will say those men are in high demand. Men, they're in high demand men. Like, and the unfortunate thing is a lot of them don't have a salary requirement. They have a, do you fit within my life requirements? Are you gonna give me peace requirements? Are you gonna have my children if I want to have kids requirements? You know, are you available when I need you to be available requirements? So it's just like most of the women who make six figures always want to date a man that makes what they make or more. And in your pool, sometimes they might not they're not saying the same. They're not saying I got to be with a girl that makes six figures.
I understand, and I will say I have been in a space where, and I will say I recently kind of adjusted that, and I'm gonna tell you why. I have dated and did not put a salary requirement as a priority when attracting a man. So I've attracted a lot of different types of men, some who make 60, 70,000. The thing is, when we get into conversation or actually, start dating, it's a insecurity that comes out. And so I find that the men that I now attract, date, and make six figures, they are more secure and confident in who they are as a man. And so it's kind of
okay, fair enough. 80 to 90K, really 90K at the door, but let's
not yes.
Let's do the Kendra Kim.
Okay.
They said, did your baby daddies make six figures?
So my daughter's father, she's 22. We met in high school, and so of course he did not make six figures then. He does really well now. He makes about 80, 90K. And my son's father, I don't know what he does, and yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna say right here. You had two kids by men who did not meet your financial requirement, but now the next guy got to meet your financial requirements. And do you want more kids?
Absolutely not.
Right. And let's just say
I don't know why they asking dumb. Sometimes people add dumb stuff at the wrong time. Like, dude, her kids is like grown, like about to be out the house. Like, you talking about a 17-year-old, and what was the other one, like 24? And she don't want no more damn kids. So that doesn't even matter. Who cares? When you date this woman, you're not coming into a relationship to raise her children. You coming in there, you got your money, I got my money. Where we going? Where we partying? Where we traveling to? What we buying together? Let's have fun. We ain't having no more kids. We just making a lot of love and a lot of memories. None of that stuff even matters. Doesn't matter if they were two kids by two different men. It don't matter. Because you're not coming into her life at that stage. And that's the other thing irritates me sometimes, like with guys, is you got to know how to judge the situation. If the woman kids is grown, I'm sorry, none of that matters. If you're not trying to have children with her and she don't want kids, none of that matters. It don't matter at all. It don't matter.
Maybe he doesn't want no kids either. So that would be the perfect world. But if he did desire children, that wouldn't even be an option. So that's what they're gonna say, child. They're gonna say this. That's what they say. What you got to say to that?
That's fine. So of course in high school, I mean, no one makes six figures. And you know, when you're in your lower 20s, that's when I met my son's father. I was 19, 20. No one makes six figures. And so I'm 40 now. And so if someone who is 40,
this what I hate too, is because it drags the conversation on. It's like, like you gotta watch the video even fucking longer. Like, to any dude say something stupid, ask him, what did your ex-girlfriend look like? So if your ex-girlfriend won a 10, I bet not see you go after no 10s later on in life. Huh? Oh, niggas don't have nothing to say then. That's stupid. Your baby daddy. That's the dumbest thing people say. Like, I didn't like when it was said on Kevin Samuels and none of that. Like, it's dumb. It means nothing. It's stupid. Because ain't nobody well, you should not be later on in your life where you were in the beginning of your life. And I don't like questions that you can reverse. So I don't ask them. I wouldn't ask a woman, you know, you try this woman, she, you know, she look good, and she's like, oh man, you know, man, did your baby daddy make six figures? Because I made six figures. And she could say, well, did your ex-girlfriend look as good as me? The answer to that might be no. Right? You got a lot of guys trying to date beautiful women, knowing damn well they ain't what they used to get. Knowing damn well they ain't. Come on now. Let's not get the line. Some of you dudes, baby mama, look like shit. And the only reason you with good women now is because you got money. So for some reason, you deserve to be with beautiful women, knowing damn well it ain't what your baby mama look like. You hiding her. You don't want nobody to see what she look like, but you think you deserve a good woman now. So it's like, it's just dumb to ask, did your baby daddy make this much money? Shut up. Your baby mama wasn't cute, but you were a cute woman in your future. So it's like, stop it. Like, come on. I hate that. It's the dumbest question in the world because it's so easy to reverse it and flip it back on the other person. So easy.
is not doing well financially or doing well within their career.
It's kind of like when these guys be talking about women, we want women fit and clean, but dudes walking around with receding hairlines, got pot bellies from drinking too much beer, going to the gym, never work on their legs, arms big as hell, legs looking like chicken legs. It's like, just stop. It's just certain parts of dating, that things that people say, it just irritates me because I know I'm a guy, but I'm not going to lie just because I'm a man. I'm not going to lie.
Where they're able to grow, that's a red flag to me. So, and I deserve everything that I desire.
Let's do this Kendra Cam, girl.
Okay.
Ooh, let's see this body. Okay. You thick. Ooh, you thickum, girl.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Marcella, right?
Yeah.
When was your last relationship?
My last relationship was about 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
4.
You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
4 years ago.
Oh, wow. Are you waiting for your next relationship?
Yes. If I'm not in a relationship, even when I'm in a relationship, I like to pour into myself and really focus on me.
Okay. So, but it's not to a marriage, it's just relationship.
I will not give myself sexually to someone until, I'm in a committed relationship.
I like that rule. I like that rule because situationships have become so popular. Like situationships are it's so common that people don't even sometimes know what a committed relationship is. But a situationship is dangerous for the person that wants a commitment. Like if you don't want a commitment, because there's women too that don't want commitments. I always say that it's men, but I've been hosting the show for 5 years. I've had ladies come up here saying we need somebody else. So it's not always the man. But whoever wants a committed relationship, that's who the situationship will not benefit.
Right.
So if you keep that, okay. I think it's fair to say I only will have sex with you if we agree to be in a relationship. And it's even fairer to say, let's get tested since we about to do the hanky-panky.
Absolutely.
Yes, that is the best thing to do. Stop wasting your time asking people their body count. You ain't never gonna know. They just lied to you. They just tell you a lie. They just tell you a lie. Don't worry about the body count. Trust me. They got people out here that slept with 50 people and they clean as a whistle. You got somebody out here that slept with 3 people and might have a disease, man. I remember they had a story about this young lady. It was very sad. She was a virgin, man. High school sweetheart. I guess it was a high school sweetheart. Some guy she just really liked, and first time having sex, she caught a disease. So people need to stop asking dumb questions. Your body count. How would you know? If you don't trust the person anyway like that, you think they dirty, you think they're gonna tell you they body count. Anywho, I showed all those different videos because there were different women who were all mothers at different stages of their life, different characters and personality. I don't think the only one that shocked me was like the first video with that lady in the custody thing. I don't think she should be in the dating market at all. I think she should handle that first, then date. Because here's the thing, she could be a very good person, but how you behave when you're going through things in life and you're acting out of desperation, is going to put you in a negative light because you're not acting how you would normally act from a positive space. The second lady seemed full of life, fun. The only thing I was hesitant about is, kids being so young. I don't know. I personally don't think it's best to start dating when you got a 2-year-old, especially with the things we see on the news, inviting people into your life too soon when you have young children does not always work out. And so just for safety reasons, I would say hold up. But the third lady, she seemed all right, just a little bit boring to me. A little bit. She came off a little bit like, I'm all that type to me. It seemed like too much of a bad lady. This last lady, she seemed nice. I mean, she got 2 kids, but they're on their way at the house. She don't want more children. And let's be real, you got guys that also started having kids early in life that don't want to start over. And I think she would be perfect for them. Me and you, you're a guy, you started having kids early like her, you got your kid grown up out of high school, going to college, and you want to kind of start a new life with somebody else. I think that'd be perfect, man. Here are my final thoughts. The centered solution is what I'm going to call it. So where do we land? Dating single moms isn't for everyone, but it's not inherently unfair. It's situational. If you're not ready for responsibility, don't date someone who's already managing it. And if you are ready, then single moms might be the most emotionally literate strategically aligned partners you'll find, especially if you're a parent yourself. So the solution is transparency. Don't date out of guilt or fantasy. Date with clarity. Know your bandwidth. Respect theirs. And remember, love isn't about avoiding complexity. It's about choosing the kind that grows you. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to thumbs up, share the video, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Appreciate everybody for coming through. This is a pre-recording, so you probably see me in the comment section talking with you. All right. I enjoyed this. I had fun. Hopefully, I brought some clarity and knowledge to things. I'm never on the internet trying to beat up or embarrass people, man. Honestly, never. I always come with my intent is to always love and to respect. So with that being said, thank you for coming through. This is Risky Behavior ENT. I am your humble host, Mr. Diabolical himself. This was an episode for the podcast Risky Quickie, and I am out. Peace.
Risky behavior.